We thank all of you for your loving presence. Just a few basic reminders. All are requested to keep their mobiles on silent mode. We have professional photographers. Kindly do not click the photos or videos. The washroom for both Lens and JDs are to my right. We thank our sponsors and benefactors. Mr. and Mrs. D'Souza, parent of Lester and Randall D'Souza. Mrs. Ranraj Kaur, Sanchiti Academy, IHM Pune. Mrs. Naimat Viraj, Mrs. Dinesh Chaudhary.
Mrs. Ranraj Kaur, Sanchiti Academy, IIHM Pune, Mrs. Niyamat Virji, Mr. Dinesh Chaudhary. A very good evening and a warm welcome to one and all present here. Today, we welcome each one of you to this grand celebration, the celebration of being with the youth. Join us in making this annual Thanksgiving Day a memorable event for each one of you.
So, let's put our hands together as the Don Bosco Junior College family welcomes the Honorable Chief Guest, Reverend Father Joyston Machado, Prefect of Studies, Catechist, Don Bosco Lonavala.
Our multi-talented Rector, Manager and the Director of Senior College, Reverend Father Crispino D'Souza.
Our loving and dynamic Principal, Reverend Father Ajit Munis.
Our kind-hearted Parish Priest, Reverend Father Michael Fernandez.
Our Delegate Assistant Director, Reverend Father Joe Briganza.
The ever-active Administrator and Youth Director, Reverend Father Alex Carvalho.
We also welcome our dear coordinators of various sessions, Sir Leo D'Souza, Supervisor of Don Bosco Junior College.
Dr. P.N. Shende, Principal of Don Bosco Senior College.
Mrs. Manjusha Thorat, the Supervisor of Secondary Section.
Mrs. Sangeeta Patil, Headmistress of Don Bosco Primary School.
And Mrs. Reena Chandekar, Supervisor of Savio Kindergarten.
We also welcome our PTA members, Mrs. Balbina Cardos, the Vice President of PTA for Don Bosco Junior College.
A warm welcome to our dear parents, benefactors, parishioners, past pupils, well-wishers and each one of you present here.
This year, Don Bosco Junior College dedicates its annual Thanksgiving Day to the youth, a blessing from above. Lighting of the lamp symbolizes the triumph of knowledge over ignorance, hope over despair, and light over darkness.
I humbly invite our Honorable Chief Guest, Reverend Father Joysten Machado, Father Rector, Reverend Father Crispino D'Souza, Father Principal, Reverend Father Ajit Muniz, our Supervisor, Sir Leo D'Souza, and Teacher Manjusha to come forward and light the lamp.
वंदना करते हैं हम, वंदना करते हैं हम, वंदना करते हैं हम, वंदना करते हैं हम, हृदय को तेरे सामने लाकर रखते हैं हम, हृदय को तेरे सामने लाकर रखते हैं हम, वंदना करते हैं हम, वंदना करते हैं हम। हृदय में मेरे मसीहा जीवन दीप जला, हृदय में मेरे मसीहा जीवन दीप जला।
Thank you, dear fathers, sir, and you, dear ma'am, for igniting the flame of knowledge and hope in our hearts.
Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. All good things begin by invoking the Almighty's blessing.
We now have a prayer dance seeking the blessings of the Almighty by the prayer dance group.
बूंद बूंद मिलके बनी लहर और लहर, लहर लहर मिलके बनी सागर, वो बनी सागर, वो बनी सागर। दूर पास तेरी दया मिलती निरंतर, भरते रहे अपने मन की गागर, वो मन की गागर, वो मन की गागर। तूने हमें दिया जो भगवान से पाया, दिया हमें एक नए मन का उजाला। तूने ही सिखलाई हमें प्यार की सेवा, जब भी कहीं गिरने लगे तूने संभाला। ओ सर्वधर्म समन्वयम समन्वयम समन्वयम, ओ हो। बूंद बूंद मिलके बनी लहर और लहर, लहर लहर घर तुमने बनाया, लाए तुम्हीं सबके लिए शांति भरा मन, खोल दिए सबके लिए द्वार दया के, चाहे कोई बड़ा हो या छोटा या निर्धन। ओ सर्वधर्म समन्वयम् समन्वयम् समन्वयम्, ओ हो बूंद बूंद मिलके बने लहर और लहर, लहर लहर मिलके बने सागर, हो बने सागर, हो बने सागर। दूर पास तेरी दया मिलती निरंतर, भरते रहे अपने मन की गागर, हो मन की गागर, हो मन की गागर। सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु, सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु, सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु।
Thank you, dear girls, for your graceful and prayerful performance.
Your presence has indeed made our day, and we thank each one of you for your loving presence. We now invite our college choir to present a welcome song.
सर्वे
Thank you, dear teacher Anjali and the college choir for your melodious singing.
The escorts are requested to escort the chief guest and guest of honor to the stage for the felicitation and prize distribution ceremony.
We here at Don Bosco Pune are blessed with a dynamic management team. We thank the Almighty and our patron saint, Don Bosco, for their loving presence among us.
I call upon Sir Leo D'Souza, the supervisor of Don Bosco Junior College, to introduce our dynamic and youthful chief guest, Reverend Father Joyston Machado.
Our ever smiling chief guest, Father Rector, our former provincial, Father Michael Fernandez, our gentle and kind-hearted Father Principal, loving Administrator, Father Alex, Dr. Shende, coordinators. In the first place, I like to give the statistics a little bit of our charming, versatile, ever smiling chief guest, and then I'll take over. Dear parents, it is quite strange that I am standing here to introduce son of this family, a brother who belongs to this place, where there are constellations or galaxies of individual merit, who have seen this rising star, Father Joyston, ever since he was a small boy. Father Joyston Machado is a son of this family, Don Bosco Yeroda family. He has got his brothers, Father Rector, Father Michael Fernandez, Father Ajit Muniz, Father Alex and Father Joe. They all belong to the family. Therefore, I am being a stranger. To introduce the son of the family is quite difficult, and it's also a privilege that I have been offered. Little statistics of Father. Father Joyston was born in Malad, Mumbai. His parents hail from Mangalore and Daman. Father Joyston has completed his Masters in Philosophy and Masters in English Literature. He has been teaching philosophy to the brothers at Divyadan. He has an NLP trainer certificate from Bangalore. He was ordained a deacon in February 2021, and right now he is posted at Don Bosco, Lonavala, where he also eventually celebrated his first Mass post-ordination on 18th December 2021. Father Joyston loves playing football, basketball, volleyball, table tennis, and badminton. He loves being with the young, motivating and encouraging them to make the right decisions for life. Dear parents, this is a little statistic. But then, when you get the chief guest whom you have already seen, whom you adore, whom you heard people adore, the youth adore, a youth icon whose meteoric rise will be written in the annals of the Salesians of Don Bosco. Dear parents, when a child is born, the parents dream a big dream. But in the case of Father Joyston, his parents already foreseen that their beautiful, handsome, charming son would write history. Therefore, they have given him a beautiful name, Joy. In the center, they put a T and kept son, a son who will be very joyful. But that T I did not understand quite some time. But when he had come here, he has been here in Pune, and when he came along, interacted with our junior college students, and he has come with us for a beautiful picnic. When he has interacted with us, I understood son is joyful, but then the T stands for tenderness. He has made many youth dream. And when I asked the places that he has been in various parishes, when I met those people whom he has interacted, and myself felt that this charming, the rising star, should be the chief guest for our place. Although I know that there are greats in this place, galaxies in this place, for the Rector, for the Crispino, himself is an individual galaxy. We have got the former provincial, Father Michael, he is another galaxy. And there is another veteran great, Father Joe Briganza. These are all greats. For the great Crispino, the great Father Michael Fernandez, and for the great Father Joe Briganza. But among these three, there are three rising stars. Father Ajit Munis, Father Alex Carvalho, and Father Joyston Machado. Now Father Joyston has come here as a son, as a brother. He is a son of the Salesian family. He is a brother. He is a friend, a beautiful friendship established in their years of training. So when he has come here, when I spoken to others, this is what I got from them. He is the only handsome son to his parents. His mama was a teacher. To offer that handsome son to be in the service of St. John Bosco is the best gift the parents could ever dream of. And then we have been told, we have seen him, that he engages the audience very creatively. At times we see him bubbling with lots of life, and suddenly we see him like Pacific Ocean, deep in thought. bubbling at one side, suddenly highly reflective is nature is. He can switch easily characters. He can immediately, he's a great actor. When he interacts, you will understand. He handles the youth very well. Dear parents, he has got 95 children. 95 children. When we have got one child to manage is very difficult. He is the perfect prefect of the boys at Don Bosco, Lonavala. He is the prefect taking care of their studies, their health and welfare. So he has got 95 children at his care at Lonavala. He is full of life. When we interact with Father, we'll understand that he is bubbling, very joyful. For the Joyston is highly joyful. He looks for the best in the other person. He is very optimistic. He points out the talents of others. He adapts very well to situations and he is quite humorous. These things I'm not telling. But those persons who have interacted with Joyston, that's what they have to say. And for the Joyston, we are grateful that leaving those 95 children and that 91-year father, the priest at Lonavala, you have come. You have come because of the youth. You have come because of your brother seated here, because of your friendship that has blossomed between you and Father Alex Carvalho. That has brought a beautiful child to this Salesian society. Dear parents, this is what I have to say about our dynamic, handsome chief guest. But then I must conclude saying, when he was standing there for the escorts, these escorts were here, they were saying, Father looks very handsome. Definitely yes. That charming personality offered himself in the service of St. John Bosco. His meteoric rise will be written in the annals of Salesians and in youth. Thank you. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful introduction. We now know some more hidden talents of Father Joyston and understand his amazing personality even better. Don Bosco Edu Complex, Yerwada, Pune is blessed to have Reverend Father Crispino D'Souza as the rector, manager and director of Senior College. His dynamic personality surely adds an extra charm to this entire campus. I humbly invite Father Rector, Father Crispino to address the gathering.
Good evening, friends. The most boring part of any program are speeches. One is over, second one, and I'm warning you, there's a third one by the chief guest at the end. But the program is not all about speeches. The children have taken a lot of trouble in these past few weeks to prepare a beautiful program for you. I'll try to be as short as possible. I'm very happy to be back in Don Bosco, Yerwada, because I was here as principal 25 years ago in 1998. And I spent 3 years as principal, and then I got transferred to Don Bosco, Matunga. And for the last 23 years, I was in Matunga, and now they've sent me back here to finish what I did not finish during my term as principal. As rector of the institution, it is my honor and privilege to welcome all of you, my dear parents, friends, well-wishers, sisters, and all the dignitaries on the dais to this annual day of the junior college. I've been in schools for almost 40 years. And I always ask this question, why does a school need to spend so much of time, money, energy, practices to put up an annual day? What is the reason? You know, the annual day is the climax of all the activities in the school. It is an event where the school gets to showcase what the school is all about. And that's why you will see the talents of the students. You will see the school report. The annual day is an event where the whole school community comes together. The parents, the staff, the students, the management. But these things happen at other activities also. The annual day is an event where the children get to showcase their talents. Singing, dancing, our children are excellent. You will see them perform on stage. But my dear friends, that is not the main reason why we put up annual days in school. The annual day this year, the theme is on youth. And it's a very relevant theme. And in that sense, we have a well-chosen chief guest in Father Joyston Machado. I'm very happy that he is here with us and he accepted our invitation because I had the privilege of working with him in Andheri, in our orphanage over here, over in Mumbai. He's a wonderful person. He's just 2 years a priest. So he's a very young priest. So he understands the problems and the aspirations of the youth. So thank you very much, Father Joyston, for accepting our invitation. But the program today, which is based on youth, will portray to you 9 different themes: disgust, fear, anger. These are negative themes. Then we move to positive themes: courage, compassion, wonder, joy, peace, and finally love. I think that is the reason for putting up the annual day, because we want to educate our students in the junior college in these values. Our students need to know how to handle anger, how to handle depression, how to handle fear, how to be joyful, how to have a sense of wonder, how to be compassionate, loving, and peaceful with one another. And if we have not done this, then we have wasted our time. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Father, for your warm words of welcome and appreciation. We shall now have the felicitation ceremony. I invite Reverend Father Rector, Father Crispino de Souza, to felicitate our Honorable Chief Guest, Reverend Father Joyston Machado.
Thank you, dear Father Rector.
I now invite Father Principal to felicitate our dear Father Rector, Father Crispino de Souza.
Thank you, dear Father.
I now call upon Sir Leo de Souza, the supervisor of Don Bosco Junior College, to felicitate our dear Father Principal, Reverend Father Ajit Munis.
Thank you, Sir Leo.
Inviting Teacher Manjusha Thora the secondary supervisor, to felicitate Reverend Father Michael Fernandez, our beloved parish priest.
Thank you, Teacher Manjusha.
Now, I call upon Teacher Sangeeta Patil, Headmistress, to felicitate Father Alex Carvalho, the Administrator and Youth Director.
Thank you, Teacher Sangeeta.
I now invite Father Joyston to present a token of appreciation to all our section heads. Sir Leo D'Souza,
Teacher Manjusha Thorat, Teacher Sangeeta Patil, and Teacher Reena Chandekar. And Dr. P. N. Shinde.
work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen, says Conan O'Brien.
Yes, I strongly agree with Tim Notke, who said, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
We are indeed happy to have our toppers who worked hard, had their best time in college, participated in all activities, and yet tasted success.
You inspire us to work hard and be consistent.
I now invite our Honorable Chief Guest, Reverend Father Joyston, to give away the scholarships to and honor our students.
I take the pleasure to announce the scholarship for the academic year 2022-23. We have the first scholarship, Father Vivian D'Souza Scholarship, awarded for excellence in English to Miss Mahankali Anna Mary Paulos from 12th Commerce B. Scholarship, awarded for excellence in information technology, awarded to Master Khimali Simon Marcus from 12th Commerce A. Simon, kindly wait on stage. We have the next scholarship, Father Ajoy Fernandez Scholarship, awarded for excellence in bookkeeping and accountancy, awarded to Master Khimali Simon Marcus from 12th Commerce A. The next scholarship, Father Chloe D'Souza Scholarship, awarded for excellence in organization of commerce and management, awarded to Master Khimali Simon Marcus from 12th Commerce A. Next scholarship, Father Manuel Murzello Scholarship, awarded for excellence in secretarial practice, awarded to Master Khimali Simon Marcus from 12th Commerce A. Father Agustin Pereira and Mrs. Nimisha Borkar Scholarship, awarded for excellence in economics, awarded to Master Kimani Simon Masters from 12 Thomas A. Late D. James and Jessica Edwards Scholarship, awarded for Best Leader in the Junior College, awarded to Master Kimali Simon Marcus from 12 Thomas A. Jeevan Dev Publication Scholarship and Miss Asha Borkar Scholarship, awarded for Top Ranker in the Junior College, awarded to Master Kimali Simon Marcus from 12 Thomas A. Mrs. Vijaya Lakshmi Scholarship, awarded for excellence in physics to Master Balamuthu Leo Joseph from 12 Science A. Leo, kindly wait on stage. Father Vishwas Pereira Scholarship, awarded for excellence in chemistry to Master Balamuthu Leo Joseph from 12 Science A. Late Mrs. Alima Pramod Scholarship, awarded for excellence in geography to Master Balamuthu Leo Joseph from 12 Science A. Father Vishwas Pereira Scholarship, awarded for excellence in chemistry to Miss Manek Ashish Village from 12 Science B. Late Father Karjia Francis Scholarship, awarded for excellence in biology to Miss Rastogi Aditi Mohit Kumar from 12 Science A. Father Anton D'Souza Scholarship, awarded for excellence in mathematics to Miss Kate Goya Kuros from 12 Science B. Mr. Manna Borkar and Mrs. Veena Borkar Scholarship, awarded for excellence in history to Miss Gaikwad Anisha Rakesh from 12 Arts. Anushka, kindly wait on the stage. Late Mrs. Rector D'Souza and Miss Mary Frances Roderick Scholarship, awarded for excellence in political science, awarded to Miss Gaikwad Anushka Rakesh from 12 Arts. Father Crispino D'Souza Scholarship, awarded for excellence in physical education to Master Mulik Tanai Vidyanand from 12 Science B. Thank you, Fathers, for doing the honors.
Thank you, dear fathers, for doing the honors. Thank you, Teacher Blossom.
Father Joe Briganza has just joined us on stage. We welcome you, dear Father. I invite Teacher Reena Chandekar to felicitate our dear Father Joe. I now invite the Honorable Chief Guest, Reverend Father Joyston Machado, to give us a message on this beautiful day.
My dear Father Rector, Father Crispino D'Souza, Father Michael, Father Ajit, Father Joe, and my dear Father Alex, along with our faculty members, my dear teachers, my dear captains on stage, my dear friends, my dear parents of our youngsters. I'm indeed humbled at this moment, left with no words, to imagine a person like me being called to be a chief guest. I'd like to begin with a little episode that took place in 2014 at the Academy Awards. If you are familiar with Hollywood actors, Matthew McConaughey was selected and nominated and eventually won the prize for the best actor at the Academy in 2014. And my dear young people, what this man said not only touched the arts of the Academy, but I'm sure of the whole world. He came on stage receiving his award and he said, I have 3 things to speak to you today. The first, always have someone to look up to. The second, have something to look forward to. And the third, have someone to chase. My dear friends, this is the hallmark of my few words that I will speak to you this evening. The someone to look up to, he named was God. No matter where you begin, no matter where you end, no matter who is there around you, always look up to God. Who do you look forward to? Is your family, your parents. And the third, whom do you chase, is yourself. Where you are now shouldn't be where you will be in the future. I stand before you with great honor and humility as a chief guest at this annual day celebration. Our gathering today revolves around a theme that resonates with boundless energy, potential, and hope. Youth, a blessing from above. As I dwell into the theme, let me start by sharing a timeless quote that encapsulates the essence of youth. Youth is not a time of life, it is a state of mind. These words by Samuel Hullman remind us that youth is not merely confined to an age, a chronological age, but a mindset characterized by curiosity, enthusiasm, and unwavering possibilities. My dear friends, our world has been shaped and continues to be influenced by extraordinary individuals, quote unquote, young individuals who have become beacons of inspiration for generations to come. Figures such as Malala Yousafzai, Greta, Elon Musk, right from his young age, have been advocating and have become a visionarian for others to follow. These young icons stand as models for our youngsters today, emphasizing the importance of passion, resilience, and a commitment to a higher purpose. Their stories remind us that there is no age barrier in order to make an impact on the world. My dear young people, the message of someone to look up to, someone to look forward to, and someone to chase is found very much in our educators. John Wooden, one of these basketball coaches, once remarked while playing a basketball game, my dear friends, he told his players, do not think of winning the match. Think of impacting the game. And his young players could see that eventually in his life, this old rugged man did not only coach a team, but also showed with example what it meant to live a life of a coach. During the weekdays, this man would be seen taking a broom and a mop cloth, cleaning the same basketball stadium, while on the weekends, they played the game. The message is simple, my dear youngsters. It means find your broom. That is a big lesson. Learn to clean if you want to impact the world. In the pursuit of excellence, our youth today need to focus, my dear parents, on various avenues that go beyond academic achievements. While education is undoubtedly crucial, fostering skills such as critical thinking, creativity, and adaptability, it is equally and fast evolving that we need to train our young people beyond the classroom to understand the playground. This is precisely what our Rector Major, Don Angel Arteme Fernandez, would say when he chose this as our strena, the dream that makes us dream. This is the landscape of the 21st century. A message I would like to convey to our parents today. The emotional and mental well-being of our young people today deserves paramount attention. The roller coaster of emotions that young individuals experience is both a challenge and an opportunity. It is vital to create an environment that encourages open dialogue about mental health, seeks guidance and counseling, and emphasizes that it is not a weakness to be frail, but a strength to find support. In understanding the mindset of our youth, we must acknowledge their innate desire for purpose, freedom, and meaning. And therefore, youth, a blessing from above, is a thirst for knowledge, a hunger to make a difference. It is a collective responsibility to nurture the aspirations towards a constructive future. However, we cannot close our eyes, my dear youngsters and my dear parents, that the youth of today face unprecedented challenges. The digital age has brought both opportunities and threats. The Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the stock market today has put constant pressure at social change. The social media today is overpowering our minds more than our worlds. Cyberbullying, information overload, and data use is today the hallmark. Moreover, environmental concerns, economic uncertainties, and global issues are but again an important topic to be spoken on. Yet, with these challenges, we are today speaking about the young people who are a blessing. To speak about this blessing is to navigate the complexities of the 21st century. Our youth today, my dear parents, need to cultivate, as the Rector rightly said, attitudes such as adaptability, empathy, and a global perspective, encouraging them to embrace the challenges and look forward towards growth. So, I ask this question: how can our young people practice their blessedness today? How can they contribute to society? It's very simple. And I end with this. The three questions I'd like you, my young friends, to think about. Whose voice are you hearing when you want to be a blessing? What is it that is feeding you? And mind you, I'm not speaking here about the food in the kitchen in your families. What is it that is feeding you in your mindset, your emotions? And finally, do you think that being guided today is a need or is it your want? Thank you once again for inviting me to be a part of this wonderful celebration. Please enjoy as I enjoy the celebration. Once again, a big thank you to the principal, to the rector, and all the other fathers, the teachers who thought me worthy for this moment. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, dear Father Joystin, for your inspiring message.
I now invite the escorts to take their places and escort our chief guest and guest of honor to their respective places.
We now invite our dynamic principal to present the annual report.
I, Father Ajit Muniz, Principal of Don Bosco Junior College, proudly present the annual report for the academic year 2023-2024. It gives me great joy and pride to share with you the remarkable progress made by this Edu complex from the year 2005 till date. The junior college management, staff and students, along with all its infrastructure, make Don Bosco Institute a leading institute in the field of education in Pune as well as global level. The management team, staff, parents and students add in every bit of their hard work and love for the growth and development of this institution. Don Bosco Junior College comprises all three streams: arts, commerce and science, comprising of 685 total students, 377 boys and 307 girls. We have a dedicated team of 17 teachers and 6 non-teaching staff members. The management team stands as a strong pillar following the footsteps of our patron saint, Saint John Bosco, the father and friend of youth. We have Reverend Father Crispino de Souza, a dynamic rector, manager and director of the senior college. Reverend Father Michael Fernandez, ex-provincial and loving parish priest of Sacred Heart Parish. Father Joe Briganza, the assistant director of senior college. Father Alex Carvalho, the administrator and youth director, and myself, Father Ajit Muniz, principal of this Edu complex. HSC result for the academic year 2023-2024. Commerce stream 99.32%, science stream 93.18%, arts stream 97.82%. Overall college pass percentage is 96.63%.
Proud moment. Teacher Valika Roham of Don Bosco Junior College was awarded Teacher Par Excellence Award by IIHL Pune. Sessions and outreach activities. Don Bosco Junior College is known for its innovative and creative initiatives undertaken for the overall development of students. Students are given a lot of exposure by way of sessions, seminars, workshops,
The events that took place throughout the year included sessions and outreach activities, orientation programs for various teachers, conferences by Father Rector, Yoga Day celebration, Olympic Day celebration, Doctor's Day, Feast of St. Dominic Savio and investiture ceremony, inter-house dance competition, tree plantation drives, Feed the Needy drive. We had plastic warrior sessions, solo singing competition, career counseling, peace sessions. We also held a PTA general body meeting. We celebrated Independence Day on a grand scale. We also participated in the inter-college competition in which we won first position. We had a counseling session for teachers. We conducted various class assemblies having different themes like humanity, women's equality, find strength and embrace grace, youth, the pillars of the nation. We had a session on cybercrime. We participated in the Marian Walk of Life, Walkathon. We also had various workshops from IIHM, the video which you've been seeing. Also, we had Sharing is Caring, that was an outreach activity. We also had a day with the youth vocation team. We celebrated Children's Day on a grand scale. All the children enjoyed a lot. Our Father Provincial, he came to visit us. And today we are having the annual day celebration on a grand scale. The various upcoming events that we are going to have are the Christmas outreach and Christmas celebration. And in the month of Jan, we are going to have class picnics for 12th standard who are going to go to Wet and Joy, and 11th standard will go to AdLabs Imagica. We are going to have a career guidance session, field visit, stream-wise, standard 12th farewell as well. We thank all the management, the past pupils, the students, the benefactors, and all our well-wishers for their constant support and guidance. May all the efforts help Don Bosco Yerada to shine. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, dear Father Principal, Sir Leo, and teachers for presenting such a wonderful report. All are requested to keep their mobiles on silent mode. We have professional photographers. Kindly do not click photos or video shoot. The washrooms for both ladies and gents are to my right. The canteen is just behind the audience. Kindly patronize.
Our traditions and cultures hold a deep root in our Indian culture. Here we present a cultural dance, so sit back and enjoy.
That was indeed mesmerizing.
And now we get ready for the much awaited cultural show, Youth, a blessing from above.
Mother, do you remember my dream that I saw almost 200 years ago?
Yes, my son. It is the dream that made you realize and gave meaning to your life. It is the dream that
Yes, it is that dream that makes us all dream. At the age of 9, it made me realize that we should make ourselves humble, steadfast and strong.
At the age of 9, you were given a mission in a vision. You had to transform lambs into wolves.
not with blows, but with kindness.
Check. Yes, mother, I know that. That's why Salesians all around the world are there to look after my youth, especially in this tough time of modern technology where lambs can turn into wolves.
Come on, let's go to Don Bosco Yerwara and see how the youth over there are managing their life.
Yes, let me also see how my dream lives on even today. I have a dream. Yes, I have a dream.
Check.
Did you see? In this modern time, there is disgust, there is hopelessness, loneliness, and sorrow.
Yes, mother. But there are people, the youth, who are depressed and gloomy will be uplifted.
Good evening, one and all. We, the students of 11th Arts, are going to perform a dance on the theme disgust. Disgust is also known as despair or depression. It brings a lot of anxiety and sorrow. It is a silent killer. This is a story about a boy who is facing depression due to the loss of his loved one, as he overcomes his depression with the help of his friends and faith in God.
गई है अब बस हमारे साथ वो शख्स कहाँ अब किसको पता है उस हंसते हुए तस्वीर को क्या पता कि उसे देखकर कितना रोया जाता है
इश्क सच्चा वही जिसको मिलती नहीं मंजिलें रंग थे नूर था जब करीब तू था एक जन्नत सा था ये जहां वक्त की रेत पे कुछ मेरे नाम सा लिख के छोड़ गया हमारी अधूरी कहानी हमारी।
क्या सोच रहा है? इस सफर में इतने उतार चढ़ाव देखे हैं कि लग रहा है मानो सब कुछ हाथों से छूट रहा है। आगे पता नहीं क्या होगा, लग रहा है जैसे जैसे हर ख्वाब टूट रहा है।
ये ले और ऊपर वाले का नाम लेके ये सिक्का उछाल दे। वो सब दिखा देगा कि तू उड़ेगा या गिरेगा।
ओ टूटा टूटा एक परिंदा ऐसे टूटा कि फिर जुड़ ना पाया। लूटा लूटा किसने उसको ऐसे लूटा कि फिर उड़ ना पाया। गिरता हुआ वो आसमां से आकर गिरा जमीन पर। ख्वाबों में फिर भी बादल ही थे, वो कहता रहा मगर के अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, अल्लाह के बंदे, अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, जो भी हो कल फिर आएगा। अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, अल्लाह के बंदे, अल्लाह के बंदे हंस दे, जो भी हो कल फिर आएगा।
बंदे आ रे बंदे आ, बंदे आ रे बंदे आ, राह पे चल बंदे आ। बंदे आ रे बंदे आ, बंदे आ रे बंदे आ, राह पे चल बंदे आ। रुक जा रे बंदे आ, ये रात जरा सी है, बात समझ बंदे आ, कुछ देर ही बाकी है। रख यकीन आँखों से बादल आज हट जाएगा। चांद तेरी आँखों में बंदे चल के आएगा। आसमां है नीला क्यों, पानी गीला गीला क्यों, गोल क्यों है जमीन। सिल्क में है नरमी क्यों, आग में है गर्मी क्यों, दो और दो पाँच क्यों नहीं। पेड़ हो गए कम क्यों, तीन है ये मौसम क्यों, चांद दो क्यों नहीं। दुनिया में है जंग क्यों, बहता लाल रंग क्यों, सरहदें हैं क्यों हर कहीं। सोचा है ये तुमने क्या कभी सोचा है कि है ये क्या सभी सोचा है। सोचा नहीं तो सोचो अभी। बहती क्यों है हर नदी, होती क्या है रोशनी, बर्फ गिरती है क्यों। दोस्त क्यों है रूठते तारे, क्यों है टूटते बादलों में बिजली है क्यों। सोचा है ये तुमने क्या कभी सोचा है कि है ये क्या सभी सोचा है। सोचा नहीं तो सोचो अभी।
Mother, did you see how my youth moved on in their lives?
Oh, yes. And I'm happy to see that the youth are moving on in their life.
Yes, I know there are youth full of fear. Fear of all kinds eat them up. Especially they are trapped in the clutches of terror, horror and revenge.
Will fear destroy them? Or will they sink in the ocean of anxiety and depression?
Mother, do not worry, fear.
सुनो सुनो सब सुनो, हर स्टोरी में एक विलन होता है जो एक अच्छे हीरो को बनाता है. Here, the villain of our story is fear.
Fear is the most basic human emotion. It is physical, can make you feel foggy. It can also create pleasure like being on a roller coaster.
These are the lives of young girls and boys
who from a young age learn about fear and overcome it at the end.
Let's watch together.
रास्ते भागे पाँव से आगे, जिंदगी से चल कुछ और भी मांगे. क्यों सोचना है जाना कहाँ, जाए वहीं ले जाए जहाँ. बेसब्रियाँ
आज से अब से आन मेरी मैं तुमको ना छूने दूंगी. जान को चाहे चलनी कर दो, मान को ना छूने दूंगी. आज से अब से आन मेरी मैं तुमको ना छूने दूंगी. जान को चाहे चलनी कर दो, मान को ना छूने दूंगी. छू के देखो दिल मेरा, तुम्हें दिल में अपने बदलूंगी. पर छेड़ के देखो तुम मुझको, मैं तुमको नहीं छोड़ूंगी. मैं तुमको नहीं छोड़ूंगी.
என்ன அடிக்கிறீங்க? காசு வாங்குறீங்கல்ல, வேகமா அடியா.
Majapa, majapa. Da, 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 da. Hey, ready now, ora. Party coming, what is?
നിർത്ത് തൂടാ
डर के आगे जीत है।
Did you see? Did you see? Fear could do nothing to our youth.
Yes, mother, I agree with you on that. Today, youth are full of fears. Fears of all kinds eat them up.
Good evening, one and all present over here. 11th science say, presence, you the emotion, anger.
This is the story about two best friends who lost their friendship just because of anger.
It tells us what anger can do to you and how it can spoil our lives.
At the end, it focuses on the positive energy of anger and how it has helped us in our past.
Let us learn how to control our anger.
Let us learn to channelize our anger in the best way possible and use it for the betterment of our society.
मेरी जिंदगी सवारी मुझको गले लगा के बैठा दिया फलक पे मुझे खाक से उठा के मेरी जिंदगी सवारी मुझको गले लगा के बैठा दिया फलक पे मुझे खाक से उठा के यारा तेरी यारी को मैंने तो खुदा माना याद करेगी दुनिया तेरा मेरा अफसाना तेरे जैसा यार कहाँ ऐसा यार आना।
अचानक इन दो दोस्तों के बीच कुछ गलत फहमियों की वजह से दरार पड़ गई और वे गुस्से में दोस्त से दुश्मन बन गए।
आहिस्ता नसों में रेंगता हुआ गुस्सा, ज्वालामुखी सा फूटता हुआ गुस्सा, निष्कलंक शीशों को तोड़ बिखेर देने वाला गुस्सा, उबलता हुआ गुस्सा, उमड़ता हुआ गुस्सा। यहाँ वहां के शोर से, किसी के थप्पड़ की जोर से, दबे दफनाए यादों से, अधूरे किए वादों से, आंखों के होने पर भी इंसान अंधा बन जाता है। क्रोध के जोश में जब मनुष्य होश गंवाता है। सदियां लगती हैं जो रिश्ता बनाने में, धैर्य की खाद जो लगती है प्यार के बीज उगाने में। टूटते मोती की माला सा रिश्ता बिखर जाता है जब गुस्से में इंसान जानवर बन जाता है, जानवर बन जाता है।
गिरेगा कहाँ पे छिपेगा कहाँ पे बचेगा बात बात पर है खाद मौत की बिछी बिसात उठा तो गिरेगा गिरा तो चिरेगा छिपा तो मिलेगा मिला तो मारेगा जाग जाग भाग भाग बच सके तो बच ले आज आंधी है ये ज़लज़ला है पूरे जोर पर चला है किस्मत दम है जो लड़ा है कौन रह सका खड़ा है सबसे अटल सबसे प्रबल शस्त्र रचित रक्त चरित 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 सबसे अटल सबसे प्रबल शस्त्र रचित रक्त चरित रक्त चरित रक्त चरित रक्त चरित रक्त चरित
जहाँ गुस्से के आवेश ने तबाही मचाई है वहीं इसी गुस्से की आग ने आगे बढ़ने की शक्ति दिलाई है। क्रोध के शोलों ने तो सभी को जलाया है पर उसी आग ने भारत को स्वतंत्र बनाया है, निर्भया के गुनहगारों को इंसाफ दिलाया है, माँ पार्वती को माँ दुर्गा बनाया है। क्रोध के शोलों ने पत्थर को हीरा बनाया है, पत्थर को हीरा बनाया है।
Can someone guide a youth to be gentle and kind?
Something special? Yes, compassion can.
Compassion is the elixir of humanity. Humanity is the human race which includes everyone on earth with love, care and respect. Hence, propagation of compassion is must to eradicate hate, rivalry, racism, cruelty, and to create a healthy, wealthy, compassionate life. Let's experience it a bit.
अजनबी मोड़ है खौफ हर और है हर नजर पे धुआं छा गया पल भर में जाने क्या खो गया आसमां सर्द है आहें भी सर्द है तन से साया जुदा हो गया पल भर में जाने क्या खो गया सांस रुक सी गई जिस्म छिल सा गया टूटे ख्वाबों के मंजर पे तेरा जहां चल दिया
Situation 2. God creates animals and gives them to humans for care. But are we really taking care of animals?
गुजर रही पीड़ा भयंकर तुझे क्या पता कहो कोई इंसानों से रहम कर जरा कह सके ना कुछ भी वो सहमा सा होता है डर को दिल में भर के वो आँखों से रोता है आस लगाए बैठा हो उसे जीना होता है खोता है जब अपनों को आँखों से रोता है
Treating all animals with dignity, respect, and care is an essential part of a spiritual lifestyle. कहता ये पल खुद से निकल जीते हैं चल जीते हैं चल जीते हैं चल गम मुसाफिर था जाने दे धूप आंगन में आने दे जीते हैं चल जीते हैं चल जीते हैं चल पलवों के नीचे है ठंडी सी एक धरती कहती है आजा दौड़ेंगे यादों के बक्सों में जिंदा सी खुशबू है कहती है सब पीछे छोड़ेंगे
आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो जय हो आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो
You know, son, it takes courage to hold on values, to hold on what is right, and to fight against all odds.
Yes, Mother. Today the youth are surrounded by evil, and I know that they will surely conquer all kinds of evils.
Courage today is a necessity to overcome fears and achieve the desired goal.
It is the ability to be able to look any challenge in the eye.
Courage may be physical, it may be moral, or even emotional.
Simply put, it is to be bold and brave when life throws you curveballs.
Let's look at how our grade 11 Science B showcases through their performance the courage of people like Harshini Kanekar, India's first female firefighter. Thank you.
यह समाज अक्सर उन महिलाओं का मजाक उड़ाने को तैयार रहता है
जो नए काम करना चाहती है। यह कहानी भी इसी तरह की है।
माँ, मुझे फायर फाइटर बनना है। बेटा, लड़कियां ये सब काम नहीं करती है, इसीलिए जाने दो, मत करो। अब चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, मैं पीछे नहीं हटूंगी।
ऐ परिंदे यूं अब के उड़ा कर तू, जा जला सूरज को जाके आसमां पे तू। ऐ परिंदे भर ऐसी उड़ाने तू, हर नजर ये तुझसे पूछे आग इतनी क्यों। धूल उड़ा जाके मंजिलों पे यूं, के इन हवाओं से तेरी यारी है। उड़ जा अब तेरी बारी है, उड़ जा अब तेरी बारी है, उड़ जा अब तेरी बारी है।
कॉलेज में एकमात्र महिला होने के कारण उन्होंने कई मुख्य समस्याओं का सामना किया, लेकिन उन्होंने कभी हार नहीं मानी और भारत की पहली अग्निशमन अधिकारी हर्षिनी कानिंगकर है।
कुछ पाने की हो आस आस, कोई अरमा हो जो खास खास आशाएं। हर कोशिश में हो बार बार, करे दरियाओं को आर पार आशाएं। तूफानों को चीर के मंजिलों को छीन ले, आशाएं मिले दिल की, उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की। अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी, नहीं कुछ भी। आशाएं मिले दिल की, उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की। अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी, नहीं कुछ भी।
चांद लेके किस्मत में बांटे हैं राहों में कांटे, और मैं भी हूँ सिटियाँ किस्मत के आड़े। रोके रुको क्योंकि राह में उठूं, बिजले तोड़ कर फैलाऊंगा मैं पर। तुझमें कितना है जोर तू लगा ले, मगर हंस के कट जाएगा, ना झुकेगा ये सर। रेख सारों में आग है जितनी है, लहू खो देता मेरा इस रगों में, फिर भी खाक सारों को खाक ही काफी। रास मुझको है खामोशी मेरी, बेजुबां कब से मैं रहा, बेगुना सहता मैं रहा। बेजुबां कब से मैं रहा, बेगुना सहता मैं रहा।
रूठी तकदीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरों से ही हो। हर मैदान फतेह बंदिया, हर मैदान फतेह।
Son, you look handsome, just like Father Joyston.
Thank you, Mother. I know that.
Today, the world is progressing. Everything is possible at your fingertips.
Yes, in this age of modern technology, AI, artificial intelligence, and space exploration full of wonders, I want my youth to build bridges of humanity among them.
Hey, Lydia.
Hi, Vaibhavi.
Do you know youth often face misconceptions?
Yes, but like what?
Like irresponsibility, rebellion, and laziness. But they surprise us with a unique talent, contributing to society in fields like sports, music, and many more.
Yeah, I guess we should appreciate the hidden talents and contributions, aren't we?
So, here we are, showcasing our talents.
Our class, 12 Science, welcomes you tonight, representing Wonders Within Ashcharya, an element of the Navras.
A mesmerizing performance celebrating curiosity and discoveries through dance, music, and storytelling.
So, let's get ready for an enchanting performance.
Join us to witness wonder unfold in every bit, step, tale shared tonight.
मैं युवराज, ये मेरी कहानी। मैं अपने मंजिल से भटक गया था। अपने एग्ज़ाम में अव्वल नहीं आया, इसलिए हर वक्त परेशान रहता था और अंदर से टूट गया था। फिर एक दिन मैंने कॉलेज में एक लड़की देखी और मेरा दिल उस पे आया और हर रात उसकी ख्यालों में डूबा रहा।
कंफ्यूजन ही कंफ्यूजन है, सॉल्यूशन कुछ पता नहीं। सॉल्यूशन जो मिला तो सारा क्वेश्चन क्या था पता नहीं।
दिल जो तेरा बात बात पे घबराए, दिल पे रख के हाथ उसे तो फुसला ले। दिल इडियट है, प्यार से उसको समझा ले। होड़ घुमाओ सीढ़ी बजा के बोल भैया ऑरेंज मैन, अरे भैया ऑरेंज मैन, अरे चाचू ऑरेंज मैन, अरे भैया ऑरेंज मैन। ऐसा क्यों हूँ, मैं 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 जैसा हूँ मैं वैसा क्यों हूँ। करना है क्या मुझको ये मैंने कब है जाना, लगता है खाऊंगा जिंदगी भर बस ये खाना। होगा जाने मेरा अब क्या, कोई तो बताए मुझे, गड़बड़ है ये सब क्या, कोई समझाए मुझे। आंखें खुली हो या हो बंद, दीदार उनका होता है। कैसे कहूँ मैं ओ यारा ये प्यार कैसे होता है। आंखें खुली हो या हो बंद, दीदार उनका होता है। आंखें खुली हो या हो बंद, दीदार उनका होता है। कैसे कहूँ मैं ओ यारा ये प्यार कैसे होता है।
अरे वो देख, तू जिसको पसंद करता था वो तो अंधी निकली रे।
अरे किसी शोनावना का पटा ले।
पर मैंने मन ही मन ठान लिया था कि मैं कुछ ऐसा आविष्कार करूंगा जिससे वो लड़की पूरी दुनिया देख सके।
फरेबियां ऐलान है ये जख्मी जिगर का हुण वेख तमाशा छड़ गल्ला सारियां झूठी मोहब्बत है तेरी फितरत हर मर्तबा 100 दफा तूने किया दगा नशा तेरा नशा नशीला नशीला है
तेरे मेरे सपने सभी तेरे मेरे सपने सभी बंद आंखों के ताले में है चाबी कहाँ ढूंढे बता वो चांद के प्याले में है फिर भी सपने कर दिखाऊं सच तो कहना बस यही मैं तेरे काबिल हूँ या तेरे काबिल नहीं मैं तेरे काबिल हूँ या तेरे काबिल नहीं
का पीछा करी हुआ चलते चलते तू चलते खुद की सेना बन जा तू भ्रम को भरमा दे युवा लड़ना पड़ेगा जीत से पहले रुकना नहीं है जीत से पहले खुद के ही शीशे खुद बन जाओ ये यकीन कर लो नाम तेरा हो हरदम आगे मौत के बाद भी घंटा बाजे नाम अपना इतिहास पे लिख दे बार बार कह दे Power of youth Power of youth Power of youth Power of youth
Johnny, how did you felt being with the youth?
I loved being with the youth. It was happy and joyful.
What makes you happy?
The youth who has smile on their face, that's what makes me genuine happiness.
But what is true happiness?
Do you want to see what's true happiness? Let's see.
Joy is the feeling that we get when we are happy and things just feel right. It is the melody that dances in the heart when laughter echoes in the air.
Making ordinary moments feel extraordinary. We, as the students of 12th Arts, recognize the challenges which our young generation faces in finding happiness.
Through our performance, we want to convey the message that our young generation chooses wrong paths to find happiness.
And there are a few helping hands that try to help us find the real happiness.
क्या बोल रहे ले काली बॉय क्या
बोल रहे एमसी शेर। तुम किधर हो तुम्हारी? बॉम्बे 17 में बात, तुम किधर हो? मेरे गली में।
Gully gang boy. You know I got that vibe. Vibe है, थोड़ा सा साइड दे छोरे सब हार्ड, इसलिए तो हाइप है। You know I got that vibe. Vibe है, थोड़ा सा साइड दे लड़के सब साइक है, छोरे सब हार्ड, इसलिए तो हाइप है। You know I got that vibe. Vibe है, थोड़ा सा साइड दे छोरे सब हार्ड, इसलिए तो हाइप है। You know I got that vibe. Vibe है, थोड़ा सा साइड दे लड़के सब साइक है, छोरे सब हार्ड, इसलिए तो हाइप है। हार्ड ना छोड़े तू सॉफ्टी कॉफ।
ब्रो, क्या तुम जीने के 4 दिन सब में वेस्ट कर रहे? चल इन्हें बताते क्या है रियल हैप्पीनेस। चल इन्हें बताते क्या है रियल हैप्पीनेस।
जीने के है 4 दिन, बाकी है बेकार दिन। जीने के है 4 दिन, बाकी है बेकार दिन। जाए एक बार जो चाहे जवानी फिर ना आए, जवानी फिर ना आए।
सुधर जाओ, सुन लो मेरी बात, ठीक है? थोड़े मैनर सीख लो, एथिकेट सीख लो, तमीज सीख लो और अपना काम धंधा ढूंढो कोई, ठीक है? ये क्या है?
उड़न छू मैं चिड़िया फिरूंगी बलम तू देसी मौसमी। उड़न छू मैं चिड़िया फिरूंगी बलम तू देसी मौसमी।
दिल की आदतें बंदर छाप है, खाली पीली छत पे चढ़ के उतर जाए, हरदम मोड़ में लल्लन टाप है।
गिनती में गिनता है 1 2 3 4 5।
चल धतिंग नाच।
अरे ये सब हटा रे सावन की घड़ा, चल अपना चला जल्दी।
रंग चढ़ा है, रंग चढ़ेगा, बैंड बजा है, बैंड बजेगा, जश्न चला है, जश्न चलेगा। ये हो डगर वो हो डगर, मैं न रुकेगा। आइला रे आइला आट चमाइला, आइला रे आइला आट चमाइला।
सुवी देख, तू बोल रही थी ना लड़के नहीं सुधरेंगे, कैसे सुधर गए?
हाँ रे, एक्चुअली सुधर गए।
Now that they've understood the real meaning of happiness, चलो यार, let's celebrate.
son. It was so nice to see the youth full of life. But do they know the real meaning of peace?
Yes, mother, I agree with you. Peace is something that cannot be bought but needs to achieve. And our youth here are made understood to be a channel of peace and harmony.
Peace and harmony is the need of hour. Peace begins from within every individual. Peace keeps us mentally and physically fit. Peace can make our family, society, and nation healthy, wealthy, and strong.
Peace is similar to non-violence. In India, we provide equality to every people, irrespective of caste, creed, and religion. In our country, Mahatma Gandhi was against violence and believed in peace only.
Peace can be achieved only by mutual understanding.
It is the responsibility of every person to maintain peace in society.
So, we the youth of 12th Commerce B are here to follow the footsteps of Mahatma Gandhi and spread peace in society, families, society and country.
शांति शांति प्रिय हूँ मैं, शांति को पाना चाहता हूँ, शांत रहकर जीवन में शांत हो जाना चाहता हूँ। बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब शांत हो जाता हूँ, चुप रहकर जीवन में सब कुछ मैं पा जाता हूँ। शांति कहीं नहीं मिलती, भीतर में मैं इसको पाता हूँ। जब जब शांत होता हूँ, मालिक का दर्शन कर पाता हूँ।
भगवान और खुदा आपस में बात कर रहे थे। मंदिर और मस्जिद के बीच चौराहे पर मुलाकात कर रहे थे कि हाथ जोड़े हुए हो या दुआ में उठे, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। कोई मंत्र पढ़ता है तो कोई नमाज पढ़ता है।
मैं हिंसा का विरोध करता हूं क्योंकि उससे पाया हुआ समाधान बहुत कम वक्त के लिए होता है और उससे पैदा हुई नफरत हमेशा के लिए।
मैं मरने को तैयार हूं, पर ऐसी कोई वजह नहीं जिसके लिए मैं मारने को तैयार हूं।
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love. And this place is much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no hurt or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make a better place for you and for me.
O God of all creation, bless this our land and nation. Justice be our shield and defender. I dream of a world, a promised land, where the future plans belong to us. A world without war, not a single fight, 'cause the brothers and sisters of the world, we are the future generation of tomorrow. You are the leader, so be careful what you show us. So build a better nation for us to follow. Be our role model today and tomorrow. In a world full of anger, we can put out the fire and live in peace and harmony. 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 Peace and harmony.
फिर जर्रा जर्रा महकेगा, खुशबू के मौसम आएंगे, रिंद पोश माल गिंदने द्राय लो लो।
रिंद पोश माल गिंदने द्राय लो लो।
हे आया हूँ मैं प्यार का ये नगमा सुनाने, सारी दुनिया को एक सुर में सजाने। आओ यारो मेरे संग संग बोलो। हे आया हूँ मैं प्यार का ये नगमा सुनाने, सारी दुनिया को एक सुर में सजाने। आओ यारो मेरे संग संग बोलो। रिंद पोश माल गिंदने द्राय लो लो। संगीत में है ऐसी फुहार, पतझड़ में भी खुदा है बहार। संगीत की ना कोई जुबान, संगीत में है दुनिया तमाम। संगीत माने न धर्म जात, संगीत से जुड़ी कायनात। संगीत की न कोई जुबान, संगीत में है गीता कुरान। संगीत में है अल्लाह और राम, संगीत में है दुनिया तमाम। तूफानों का भी रुख मोड़ता है संगीत, टूटे दिल को जोड़ता है।
Mother, what did you get in the basket for me?
Here are some buns for you.
How do you know I love buns? Thank you, Mother. I love you.
You know, son, I'm so happy to see that your dream still lives on, even after 200 years.
Yes, Mother. But these youth needs to keep one thing in their mind, that without love, life becomes meaningless. And we, the Salesian priests, parents and teachers are there to love them and to guide them throughout.
Yes, I agree. All these material things and comfort of the world is not equal to the love that we show. Love conquers everything.
Yes, Mother. And I want my institution to be laid on foundation of pure love. And I'll see surely that my dream will live on forever and ever. Let us feel some love in the air.
We, the students of 12th Commerce, present before you our theme, love.
Love. Love. What is this love? I have never experienced it. I have no mother, no friends. I miss my mother today. This is for you, Mom. हारा नहीं मैं खुद से हारा हूँ माँ एक दिन चमकूंगा लेके तेरा सितारा हूँ माँ माई रे तेरे बिन मैं तो अधूरा रहा माई रे खुद से ही रूठी मेरी परछाई तेरा ख्याल माई तेरी चुनरिया लहराई जीना रे उड़ा गुलाल माई तेरी चुनरिया लहराई रंग तेरी रीत का रंग तेरी प्रीत का रंग तेरी जीत का लाई 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 रंग तेरी रीत का रंग तेरी प्रीत का माई तेरी चुनरिया लहराई जब जब मुझ पे है उठा सवाल माई तेरी चुनरिया लहराई जीना रे उड़ा गुलाल माई तेरी चुनरिया लहराई Can someone show me what is this love?
Come, my friend, I'll show you what is love all about. Love for our family, love for friends, love for your dear ones, love for the environment, love for the nation, love for humanity. Love is above everything. Come, my friend, I'll take you to a family.
ये तो सच है कि भगवान है मगर फिर भी अनजान है ये तो सच है कि भगवान है मगर फिर भी अनजान है धरती पे रूप माँ बाप का उस विधाता की पहचान है ये तो सच है कि भगवान है
ये जिंदगी रफ्तार से चल पड़ी जाते हुए राहों में
ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी हो, जियो तो इस पल ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी हो, अपना हर दिन ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी हो, जियो तो इस पल ऐसे जियो जैसे कि आखिरी हो।
तुफान आपली यारी जगात हाय लय भारी, इमोशन्स ने भरलेली काळजाला भिडणारी यारी, हे लढायचं नाही आता भिडायचं नाही, आडवा आला त्याला सोडायचं नाही, आम्ही सोबत हाय आमची पावर हाय, का तुम्हाला सोसायचं नाही, आपली यारी लय भन्नाट हाय, आपली यारी लय बुंगाट हाय, आपली यारी लय भन्नाट हाय, आपली यारी लय बुंगाट हाय।
नजरें मिलते ही नजरों से नजरों को चुराए, कैसी ये हया तेरी जो तू पलकों को झुकाए, रब जो पोशीदा है उसको निहारे तू, और जो गर्विदा है उसको टाले तू, तेरी झलक शर्फी श्रीवल्ली नैना मदक बर्फी, तेरी झलक शर्फी श्रीवल्ली बातें करे दो हरफी।
है मेरी ज़मीं अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए 100 दर्द सहे, महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे ना रहे।
मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी, मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे, फीका ना पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे। तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू, तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा, इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू। भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की।
हमको है जगना और है समझना, अपनी आंखें खोले और कुछ करे, अभी 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 आओ बनाए एक बेहतर कल, आओ शुरू करे अभी। हमारे ग्रह पर आई समस्या, आओ सुलझाए इससे मिलकर हम, अभी 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 आओ बनाए एक बेहतर कल, आओ शुरू करे अभी। आओ पेड़ उगाए, कचरा हटाए, गलती सुधारे, हाथ बढ़ाए हम, अभी 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 आओ बनाए एक बेहतर कल, आओ शुरू करे अभी। अब देर ना करना, आगे है बढ़ना, सवारे और बचाए हम, अभी 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 आओ बनाए एक बेहतर कल, आओ शुरू करे अभी।
देख
धड़क रे लड़क भड़क बंदा हो खलक तलक बंदा हो फिकर फिकर जिंदा हो बंदा हो तबड़ तोड़क बंदा हो हलक तलक बंदा हो सबर शिकर जिंदा हो बंदा हो धड़पन रंगारे धड़कन अंगारे तन मन गंगारे जिंदा बंदा हो अरे तन मन गंगारे जिंदा बंदा हो
Hope you all have enjoyed these performances. Did you? I can't hear you. Did you all enjoy it? Yes. Now I call upon Father Ajit Muniz, our beloved principal, to give a vote of thanks.
The best and beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt by heart. Thank you is one such prayer among them. Today, my words are insufficient to express gratitude. A warm and graceful evening to our most valued honorable chief guest, Reverend Father Johnston Machado, Management Committee, worthy teachers, parents, talented students, my dear friends, and everyone gathered here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this annual day celebration happen. On behalf of Don Bosco Edu Complex, it gives me immense joy to express my sincere gratitude to all of you for gracing us with your presence and making this annual cultural program a grand success. I, on behalf of Don Bosco Junior College and the entire fraternity of the institution, first of all, extend my most sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making today's event a resounding success. With His blessings and grace, we are able to make this event what it was. My sincere thanks to our father and founder, the friend of youth, Saint John Bosco, lovingly and fondly called as Don Bosco, who has been watching over us and being the great source of inspiration and motivation. On behalf of Don Bosco family, I extend a really hearty vote of thanks to our honorable chief guest, Reverend Father Johnston Machado, who spared time from his busy schedule to grace the occasion. Today we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will surely encourage us in our future events. You are truly an inspiration to all the youth. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds and have shown us a new path. Thanks to the management committee, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the members of the management committee. Reverend Father Crispino D'Souza, the Rector, Manager, and the Director of the Senior College. Reverend Father Michael Fernandez, the ex-provincial and the parish priest. Reverend Father Joe Breganza, the Assistant Director of the Senior College. And Reverend Father Alex Carvalho, the Administrator and the Youth Director. Thank you very much for your continuous support and guidance, which has helped us in organizing this cultural program. Your encouragement is deeply appreciated. My sincere thanks to all our coordinators, Professor Dr. Shende, the principal of the Senior College, Teacher Manjusha Thorat, the supervisor of Don Bosco Secondary School, Teacher Sangita Patil, the headmistress of Don Bosco Primary School, Teacher Rina Chandekar, the coordinator of Savio Kindergarten. Thank you very much for your support and cooperation. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels start rolling months in advance. It requires planning and a bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very proactive and dedicated staff of our institution who are well versed in their job. I'm short of words for their involvement and their willingness to take on the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zones. Thank you, Sir Leo de Souza. I'm immensely thankful to the coordinator of Don Bosco Junior College for working tirelessly and ensuring that all the details were looked into. Your hard work and continuous follow-up has contributed to the success of the cultural program. My sincere thanks to the junior college staff. A special mention to our respected teachers for being the catalyst that stimulated students to do their best and standing as pillars of strength. With a deep sense of appreciation, we thank a loving teacher and the staff of the junior college who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that this event was a memorable one for everyone involved. Without your dedication and hard work, this would not have been possible. It also gives me immense joy to thank our secondary and primary teachers and the staff for their involvement and assistance in various areas which has helped in smooth running and proper flow of the annual day program. We appreciate your help and cooperation. I'm immensely thankful to today's Masters of Ceremony, Prince Anthony, Tinu Abraham, Jensia Rodriguez, and Ajinkya Parke for anchoring today. Their own ideas and clarity of explanation of the event, I'm deeply grateful. All of you were wonderful. You really kept the flow of today's annual day program. I would like to thank the people who work beyond the scenes to make this event happen. Our technical arrangement team, stage setting, the lighting arrangement team and well-wishers, lights and sounds, LED wall, video and photography team, Mr. Richie Briganza, Rich Audio, and his team along with Sir William and Mr. Joseph. Curtains and chairs, Mr. Chalwadi, Sai Decorators. Police Department, led by P.I. Kadam and his team who are always available. Mr. Leo for lights and generator. My sincere thanks to all our parents. Our sincere gratitude goes to Mrs. Balbina Cardozo, PTA member and Vice President, and all the parents and well-wishers for your rock-solid support and encouragement. Without your support, children were not being able to achieve excellence. Thank you so much for attending this event. We also have dedicated students committee and volunteers. Thank you for your willingness, help and support. To all my junior college students, last but not least, a big thank you to each one of you who made this annual day celebration memorable for all of us. On behalf of Don Bosco family, let me thank all students who were well disciplined. Our junior college students are not only good at academics, but also in extracurricular activities. We value you and every moment that you stay in this temple of learning. Finally, my dear friends, the time has come to thank our budding rock stars who have rocked the stage this evening. Now, I request the class teachers along with the budding stars to come on and around the stage as I take their names. First, 11 Arts, Teacher Poonam and all the students. The main theme was discuss. My dear friends, as the budding stars come on the stage and around the stage, I request all of you to keep on clapping and applauding them. Come on. Next, we have 11 Commerce A, Teacher Anjali and her team, Fear. Keep on clapping. Come on, friends, keep on clapping. Come on, appreciate them. Next, we have 11 Science A. Teacher Blossom, teacher Kathy, and the theme was Anger. Come on, keep on clapping. Come on, come on. Then my friends, keep on clapping. Come on. Next, we have 11 Commerce B, teacher Juleka and her team. The theme was compassion. Keep on clapping. I think we people are becoming very miser in clapping and appreciating. Come on. Next, we have 11 Science B, teacher Annie and her team. The theme was courage. I cannot hear your claps. Come on. Keep on clapping till your hands pain. Next, we have 12 Science A and B, teacher Sarita and her team, and the topic was wonder. Next, we have 12 Arts, teacher Jessie and her team. The main theme was joy. Next, we have 12 Commerce B, teacher Vanita and her team. The main theme was peace. Next, we have 12 Commerce A, teacher Pearl and her team. And the main theme was love. The choir, teacher Anjali and the choir members. Comparers, annual report, teacher Pearl. Prayer dance, folk dance, Sir Levo. Fine. Let me start the music for 1 minute, please. Yeah. My dear friends, just give me 1 minute, please. I would like to thank our budding rock stars that made this event joyful with their impressive performances. Your days of hard work were evident in your acts. All the performances were very good and were enjoyed by each one of us present here. I'm extremely proud of you, dear students, for your outstanding performances tonight. You have put in countless hours of practice and hard work, and your efforts have paid off in the form of a breathtaking show. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Now I request the audience to give them a thunderous applause. Thank you once again for gracing this occasion and your cooperation. May God bless you all. Now,
okay, before we end, it wouldn't be possible without the support and guidance of our Father Principal, Father Ajit Muniz. Dear students and our dear parents, give him a big round of applause. Thank you, dear Father. Thank you. Dear parents, all these practices have taken place only just 6 working days we have taken, 6 work days only. It is possible because of you, dear students. We enjoyed being with you. We watched your talent. And Father Principal has been very friendly and he has been very, very kind. So once again, for our loving principal, give a big hand of applause. But on this day, I must acknowledge there is one person whom we already called before, Samadan. Please give Samadan a big round of applause. Samadan is there with the sound and light, but he has been very kind. He has been helping quietly. So we thank you, Samadan. We thank all our coordinators. Thank you. Now, dear parents, kindly stand. We'll have the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे
Dear children, please hold on. Please hold on. Our dignitaries will leave. Please wait. Dear parents, thank you very much for all your support, love. May I request the dignitaries to leave? Please wait. The students will get back to your class. You'll meet your teachers. You'll have to be back in your classes where you have been. Please. Okay, we'll take class-wise photographs. Please wait. Please wait. We'll start with the last. 12th comma say, love. Please come to the center. May I request peace to move a little. Please go down. One class at a time.